Turn 1 is brought to you by GoFastClassics.com, the Simeon Foundation Automotive Museum, and Tony Domiano, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram.
All right, so to round out the day, or the weekend, we have a Charger Hellcat. And for those with keen eyes, might recognize this Hellcat from our video at Pocono Raceway. This is the exact car we had there. I was lucky enough to have the owner come in today, and he insisted that I drive the car again, which is nice. Feels good to reunite with this one. So far we've driven, this is the last tier of Dodge's lineup right now on the for Chargers at least. This car is completely stock besides a Borla exhaust, which sounds freaking phenomenal. It's 23 degrees out, so I doubt we're going to get any good traction with this 707 horsepower, but we will see. From when I drove this before, my biggest complaint really was lack of traction, and that's partly due to the car being just dumb powerful, but also because of the tires. The tires are 275s, and that's just not enough. So if I were to ever get one, which I really want to, I would slap some 305s, if not 315s on the back, just to get that extra traction to make this power really useful, or usable rather. But let's downshift a little bit. I'll do a little pull in third gear. Oh my god, it's stupid. I was barely getting on it, and it's just dancing around. Sounds awesome. You have the supercharger whine. So just like any of the other Chargers that I drove in the last couple days, this has the 8-speed automatic, which is just a great transmission. Really comfortable car. Beautiful leather in here. It just feels great. This is around the same, seems like the same seat that you get in the SRT Durango, but I could be wrong there, but it feels very similar. Awesome steering wheel, flat bottom style, very thick. Seems to be very responsive in how it turns. Nice on-center steering. You can feel the weight a little bit, but you feel very planted. Dash is really nice layout. Only complaint here is that in the later models they do add stitched leather-like material on the dashboard, but I believe this is a 2016 or 2017, and this has kind of the not so great material here, but they have addressed that in the later model years, which I definitely appreciate. So this is just like a Scat Pack plus some extra horsepower, basically, but you get, the beefier suspension, great brakes and everything. So it's just a little bit reworked. The transmission's a little reworked too to handle all of that power as well, so it's a little stronger. But just a really nice car, and it's so fun. It's ridiculous. This car is all about the numbers, all about the bragging rights. It does mid 120s in the quarter mile, which is just ridiculous. I remember when the 2007 GT500 first came out, and it was doing 114 or something in the quarter, and that was just crazy. Now look where we are. I can't even imagine what the Demon and the Red Eye are like. We're going to do a little pull going uphill. I highly doubt I'll really be able to use first gear that much, so I'm going to go up to second gear. I'm going to ease on it. Holy crap! Woo! That was second gear, and it's pulling that hard. I can't imagine what first. If you can get traction in first gear, this thing probably just rips. Fourth gear. Honestly, takes your breath away. Wow. Gonna do another one. Second gear again. Ease into it. once you can find traction and you're up to speed, this thing just keeps pulling and pulling and pulling. The G-forces are crazy. A little third gear pull here. Jeez. Sign me up. It's just, it's like the Scat Pack, and it's just so fun, but then there's just this, I don't even know. Wow. Wow. Really quick. Honestly, reminds me a lot of when we tuned my dad's 996 Turbo. It feels that ferocious in the high end. It's just crazy. Wow. Sounds awesome. Yeah, it's just, honestly, my only complaint is the traction. There's just, you can't really use all the horsepower at the lower end. So that's why a Scat Pack really makes sense, because you can be using it at 10/10ths if you would like. I'm gonna pull in here so I can do another pull later on, get away from this traffic. But with a Scat Pack, you can be using it at 8, 9, 10/10ths on public roads more often. This car, it really comes alive, you know, above 80, 90 miles an hour, because that's when, you know, you're not worrying about traction as much and everything. So you really have to ask yourself, is it really worth the extra money to have all this power that you can't really use all the time? But the answer is yes, it's worth it. This is just so cool, because it's a family freaking car, and you can do 204 miles an hour in it. 204 miles an hour. Second. Whew. Fourth gear, and it's pushing me back that fast. Oh, and the pops. This Borla exhaust is great. I mean, and it sounds wonderful stock, but it just shows you, you know, you put an aftermarket exhaust on this, and this thing just sounds wicked. Like, me personally, I'm a BMW guy. I've always have been. I've owned multiple M3s and such. I would have this over an M5. It's just that much more fun. Second gear. Jeez. I don't deserve this. Oh, what did I do to just be able to drive these crazy cars for a weekend? You know what? I'm gonna try 500 horsepower. You can actually change the horsepower here, so let's see what 500 horsepower is like. Still crazy quick. So that's so you basically have a Scat Pack and a Hellcat here. So cool. Love that. And then just with the touch of the touchscreen, you can change to 700 plus horsepower. Awesome, awesome car.
Thanks for tuning in. The Turn 1 crew wants to give back to its viewers and subscribers. So click on the subscribe button and subscribe to our adventures. Before that, we're going to have a monthly contest, and that contest is going to be our friends at Go Fast Classics. They're supplying us with BMW stem caps as well as license plate bolt caps matching. We also have camouflage if you're a truck driver. Click on subscribe for more adventures, and you'll be entered automatically by leaving a comment so we know who you are in our giveaway, our monthly giveaway. Tune in to Turn 1.